If it starts off grabbing onto reality, it gives you a more comfortable feeling with what the computer model is sensing. So this is reality right now. We do have a few scattered downpours moving through Pearland, southeast Harris County, steady light rainfall in our north counties, and then some rainfall across the Katy Freeway from Austin County out to the west. And then as we pop up the computer model, this is what it is sensing as of 6 a.m. So I need to go 1 hour farther in. This is what it's sensing right now. You know, it's not exact. It is picking up on the rainfall to the north, a little bit of shower activity, but it's not sensing that more defined band that's trying to develop over Pearland right now. So it's not doing bad, but it's not great. And what the computer model shows is that we keep in the lull this morning, still looking at rainfall, but scattered showers. And then as we go into the afternoon, this is the next time frame that all of us kind of have to hold our breath and see how it develops, because this afternoon, Harvey is going to be in the Gulf of Mexico. We have a lot of dry air that's been sucked into the system over the past 18 hours, which is great news. That's why we're seeing that lull right now. But as it moves into the Gulf of Mexico, we're not so worried about it re-strengthening. I mean, the wind speeds are only going to increase by about 5 miles per hour. We're concerned with it tapping into moisture because we have it starting to cut off. We want it to continue that way. But if it goes over the Gulf of Mexico, it opens up that opportunity to tap into the moisture. And I'll pull up the water vapor loop so Cambrell can sort of show you what we're talking about in terms of that dry air and our hopes that we could continue this trend. But as that center rotation moves over the Gulf of Mexico, we run that risk of tapping into more moisture. And the tropical systems love moisture. That's what makes them really, really work. And when you have this kind of dry air coming into the backside of it, it really taps down on the energy level for it. And so that's what we're seeing here. That's why we had the low overnight. But there is, I should tell you, that this is mid-levels of the atmosphere, about 18,000, 15 to 18,000 feet. There's still a lot of moisture in the lower levels up to that point. So it's not like everything is dry. You'll notice this a lot of times when we have big domes of high pressure with sinking air. We'll see a lot of dry air in the levels of the atmosphere. But this has really helped to enhance the lack of energy on Harvey for a while. But because it's going to be moving out in the Gulf, it's going to tap into the natural energy that's associated with the warm water that we have in the Gulf. And the lift that's typically, even though this is the dirty side, the lift on this side of a tropical system is a lot more. So that's why as it moves up in this direction over Houston, we can expect some stronger storms later on this afternoon. Nothing like what we had yesterday, but we're still going to have those opportunities with Harvey as a result. Yes, and we'll just have to watch out for that new track. The advisory as of 4 a.m. showed a nice shift that once it made this little dip into the Gulf of Mexico, the track is now moving through East Texas. So it'll be interesting. We're going to get the next update in about 3 minutes. Let me check because sometimes they come in early. So I'm going to go ahead and go up here and see if we have it in the system. I do have one advisory here. Okay, so we might have the new information. It might be in the system here. Right now it does say we're still talking about maximum winds of 40 miles an hour. We have a new it just came in. Okay. Just came in. So this is the new 7 a.m. advisory. No change in strength. It's still a tropical storm, but a weak one, 40 miles per hour, so on the lower end. And it's moving southeast at 3 miles per hour. So we're moving. That's good. We're not stalled out, which is definitely good. I'm going to pause the clock at around midnight, so there's no change in the trajectory for today. We're still expecting it to go into the Gulf of Mexico. Still have to watch this afternoon. What does that mean for all the convection that we're expecting? Let's move into Tuesday. We go from the Gulf of Mexico to a second landfall. Cambrell, this is awesome. I was hoping this was going to happen. This is good stuff, folks. We still have to get... Beaumont. Exactly. This is not good for Beaumont. This is not good for Louisiana, and we do not wish that upon anybody. We know that we all have a lot of family and friends over there, but Southeast Texas is just so waterlogged. We all understand the situation that we're in. So to see this continued trend of the track going farther and farther east, this is probably another displacement by at least 10 to 15 miles compared to the 4 a.m. advisory. So that means the trend, which is very important while we're forecasting, is trending farther and farther to the east. So we do have to get through this afternoon. There's still a lot of questions about Tuesday, but if it holds true on this, Cambrell, this would be a good outcome. And you see the rotation around it, even though it goes down in the Gulf, this is that rotation that's helping to bring the showers through here today. But as it gets further away, even though it's over the Gulf,
whatever convection and whatever uplift is going to be involved, it's going to be over on this side going toward Louisiana. And that's why Louisiana is already preparing. You may have heard the FEMA director talking about the fact that Louisiana has already asked for a declaration as well for this, because of all of this, which we saw, and we talked about this yesterday morning about the possibility of this happening.
Yes, so we'll continue to watch this. We'll have more updates coming up.